Welcome and good evening, folks. We are back on it. I'm going to start my little journey of doing match predictions every week. So, we're going to pick two or three games every single week and have a little run through and chat about each team's chances. So, even though it's a Thursday night, the FA Cup is starting tonight. So, we have three fixtures on tonight that I'm just going to let you know about, but they're not the games we're going to be talking about. So we have Sheffield United are at home to Cardiff City. Fulham are going to be taking on Watford at Craven Cottage, and Everton are at home to Peterborough. So from an Irish perspective, there should be a few Irish players out tonight who don't usually play, maybe week in week out, and might get a chance to show what they're about. So it'll be interesting to see how many of them make the bench or maybe make the starting lineup. It'd be even better. But to dive straight into the weekend action, these are two David v Goliath clashes. The second one maybe not so much because the team aren't that in form. But the first one we're going to look at is Chelsea are going to be hosting Morecambe. So absolutely massive game for Morecambe to have such a big tie really for them. Unfortunately, their season isn't planning out the way they want it to be. A lot of frustration with fans and the ownership. Potentially, the club might be going up for sale because at the minute they're currently 23rd in League Two, which is not good, which means they're in the relegation zone. And if things stay the way they go for the next 20 or odd games, they'll most likely be relegated down to the National League. So, massive game for them, massive opportunity for them, a massive opportunity for their players. Chelsea kind of themselves are struggling a little bit of the last five games. Only one win, two draws, two losses. The last win coming in the Conference League against Irish opposition in Shamrock Rovers. And kind of since then, Maresca's hit a bit of a bumpy patch. But as a Chelsea fan, I'd expect them to sort of play some of the fringe players. I wouldn't expect to see the likes of Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson. I'd expect to see the likes of Nani Madueke, Christopher Nkunku, João Felix, even top quality players, but not regular starters for Chelsea. In terms of Morecambe, their main man to watch out for, the one who scores all the goals at the minute, is Ben Tollett. He's got 6 goals in League Two for them. So he'd be the danger man for Chelsea to look out for. If he's obviously on form, he's got a very good chance of scoring a goal, adding to his tally. But there are 6 league goals that he's got. Obviously, like I was saying, I don't expect Cole Palmer to play. He's got 12 Premier League goals for Chelsea. I definitely expect him to be rested for the next Premier League game. So for me, as a little score prediction, I think because Chelsea are still in a bit of a rough patch, I could see them winning the game. It won't be as comfortable as the scoreline might look. I'll be predicting a 3-0, but to be honest, most of the goals are going to come in the second half, in my opinion. So a 3-0 Chelsea win. Morecambe are going to put up a good battle, but Chelsea's quality in the end is gonna come across. So yeah, 3-0 Chelsea for me. And on to the next round of the FA Cup. Then the next tie is actually an all Manchester affair. It's Manchester City taking on Salford City. So obviously Manchester City at the minute have not been in the best run of form. 2 wins in the last five, which is nearly unheard of for a Pep Guardiola team. 2 losses in there as well, and a draw, so not the best for them. And then Salford City, obviously the interesting one behind this is the whole Class of '92 ownership. Um, all Manchester United academy players went on to play for Manchester United, so I'm sure the Manchester United team and even the Manchester United ex-pros who own Salford City are going to be cheering for Salford City. They are currently doing quite well in League Two, currently third at the minute, so they're up there in the automatic promotion places. Currently on a five-match winning run. The last 5 matches that I looked at, so they won all 5 of them. So they're coming into this game in unbelievable form. Confidence is going to be sky high. Cole Stockton is their top scorer in the league. He's going to be coming into this game on fine form too. So be interesting to see with this one. Similar to Chelsea, I don't really see the likes of Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, all these sort of players playing. Now I know there is a lot of injury issues with Man City. There's a lot of players that are kind of struggling with form, but I could see the likes of Jack Grealish playing, Mateo Kovacic playing, um, Rico Lewis will probably definitely play as well. And yeah, some of the younger players might come in as well. Might try give Pep Guardiola a bit of a headache to choose from. Now, in terms of this, I think this result is also not a foregone conclusion. With a Manchester City win, not going to be easy. None of these ties ever are because when it's kind of a David versus Goliath type tie, there's always a bit of needle in it at the start. So it's going to be good, especially two clubs in Manchester. Extra bit being played in Manchester City, and obviously with the background, like I was explaining before. Um, yeah, I don't think there's going to be too many Irish players in both of these games, but any Irish players who play on the weekend, I wish them the very, very best of luck. And yeah, just for a score prediction for this one, I'm going to say 4-1 Man City. So another win, convincing win for them. Boost their confidence, boost their little winning streak that they're now on into the next round of the hat. So just a little recap on those. We're going to say 3-0 Chelsea win and a 4-1 Man City win. And just like like I said in the previous paragraph or sentence about wishing all the Irish players the very best of luck. That's I hope you score, hope you play, hope you assist, whatever you do, hope you can contribute, and yeah, you start warming up in preparation for our big games against Bulgaria in March. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to go do, and see you next week.